Alright, what's going on, Forgotten Nation? I'm your host, FG, and today we're taking a look at Baraduke. This is an arcade game released by Namco in 1985 that never actually did come out in the arcades here in North America. The only way we ever experienced this game was through compilation ports such as the Namco Museum. However, it's speculated this game was originally going to come to arcades under another name, Alien Sector. Though I can't really verify if that's actually true or not. The thing is, this game goes by two names, Baraduke and Alien Sector. However, we've only ever seen it released in the compilation ports under the Baraduke name. So what that means, I'm not entirely sure myself. All I do know is that this is a game officially made by Namco and released in Japan. And we only got to experience it on the PlayStation and the Xbox 360. So we're not gonna waste any time, let's just go straight into it. Baraduke is a roaming shooter game, if that's even a genre worth considering. So we play as the main character, Tobi Masuo, who goes by Kissy as a nickname. And the idea is to go level to level, destroying all these alien octopus creatures, and grabbing the containments in these vessels. Most of the time you may find aliens such as these orange blobs I'm collecting, which are known as the paquettes. And at the end of every room you are able to do a roulette. If you land on the paquettes, you get an extra shield. The shield is representative of your health. In this case, if I get shot 2 times, that's already a life lost. So this game isn't exactly the most forgiving in terms of difficulty. As a matter of fact, it is pretty easy to get game over. And most effectively, take damage. If there's one thing this game has, it's probably the strongest knockback I've ever seen in a video game. But in all seriousness, the main weapon you have is this blaster gun. And it's pretty rapid fire as far as it goes. So no worries there. As far as I can tell though, there is no way to upgrade this weapon. So what you see is what you get. So overall, that does make this game pretty difficult. But the only way we're really going to be able to go further is by collecting the paquettes. They're good for 2 things. They're roulette at the end of the stage, but you're also going to need them for the boss that waits at the end of the area. Every area has between 5 to 6 levels, if I'm recalling correctly. I'm losing track here, actually. And getting to the boss means actually using the paquettes as a form of defense. They will help you out in the boss battle to get to the next area. There is a total of around 30 levels that this game has to offer, and the final boss actually requires that you have a whole bunch of paquettes in order to defeat him, because your blaster gun will not do anything. And as we saw there, I actually opened a capsule that killed me in one fell swoop. Not all capsules have good things. Right here, there he is again. So you do need to be careful as you open the capsules. Whoa, that was close. Alright. When you lose a life, you do lose the shield bonus, which means the paquettes were basically drained. So sometimes it is a good thing to get nothing into roulette rather than to use the paquettes. Because if it means being able to save it for the boss at the end, it only makes it all the more helpful. Oh no! Another thing worth mentioning is that you can actually kill the paquettes. As a matter of fact, there's even a bonus if you kill enough of them to get a, I think it's a 1-up. All I know is that it's a point bonus that's given if you kill enough of them. I do not recommend killing them though, unless you're going for the point bonus. Ugh. Alright, we're doing fine so far though. Taking some hits and hopefully we don't die anymore, otherwise it looks like it might be game over. The scariest thing has to be opening the capsules, just because of that purple Pac-Man looking blob. And you know, I'm a little surprised. This game is made by Namco. I'm surprised there's no Pac-Man Easter egg or anything like that. Alright, but we got some gems. Alright, that's a lot of enemies. Alright, careful now. Go! Oh, no! Probably one of the most menacing game over screens, because it sounds like it's like a glitch. It's like corrupting the screen. It's kind of scary, actually. But that was no high score, so the only thing we can do is get back in there. So, let's give it another go. Alright. I'm your friend! That's the only thing the paquettes ever say. The only thing. So yeah, they're our friends, but we don't really do too much about them. Anything at all. Alright, but, oh jeez. Come on, get me to the next area. Alright. Can't we get the roulettes? Come on, come on, go! Yeah! Alright. Let's keep it going. Alright, floor 2. We're going to try to get all the way back to where we were before, and hopefully not get killed in the process. So now, here's some little bit of trivia worth mentioning. This game actually predates Metroid by a year. You're probably wondering why that's important. Well, I don't want to try to spoil the game's ending, but I do think it is worth mentioning. Maybe skip ahead a couple of seconds if you don't want to hear this little piece. So the main character, Kissy, is revealed in the end of the game to actually be a girl. Now, normally this wouldn't be that much of a spoiler, even in today's standards, but back in 1985, that was pretty big, especially when this was a year before Metroid, the one game everyone talked about because of the ending reveal. So, this is essentially one of the first females in a video game. Of course, there is probably others worth mentioning as a female protagonist, but this is one that kind of stands out especially, because no one would have expected this. And some people don't even know about it because getting to the end of this game is already as hard as hell. But yeah, this is technically one of the first female protagonists in a video game. Pretty cool. Alright, we're making our way forward. So every floor has essentially, although the same textured idea, there's a lot of colors going on between dark and gritty to bright reds and, well, scary. Alright, but we're doing fine. Yep, there's that blob. Get the paquette. I'm afraid. No! No! Alright, come on, Kissy. Let's get out of here. This would not be the only appearance of Kissy besides the game that only came out in Japan. The sequel, I mean. This game actually did get a sequel. Kissy would actually appear in the Mr. Driller series as the ex-wife of Tazo Hori, the main character of Dig Dug, which effectively makes this character the mother of Mr. Driller. Yeah, the Mr. Driller canon is actually pretty weird. Alright, but let's keep going. We're just about where we left off before, and hopefully we're not going to die in the process. Oh, there are weapon upgrades. Okay, I was not sure about that. So, yeah, there are weapon upgrades. So if you find them, they will power up your weapon. Doesn't change the weapon, but it does make it effectively stronger. Yeah, I completely forgot about this. Or I never grabbed it, one of the two. Alright. Come on, paquette. Got the paquettes. One more thing worth mentioning is that the paquettes actually did appear as a small Easter egg as a part of Pac-Man's Namco Roulette in Super Smash Bros. And, oh, that's not good. For getting that blue blob, I just lost a shield. Alright, so this is the last area before the boss, so we're going to see a lot of these vessels, which means this is a good chance to get as many paquettes as we can. And believe me, we want the paquettes. Alright, get this last one here, and I doubt this purple blob's going to let me leave. Okay, wait for the right moment, and go! Alright, so I get to show off the boss fight. And... alright, got the shield, that's good. So, effectively... oh, we don't... wait, do we have any paquettes? We don't have any paquettes because I won the roulette. See, as I mentioned, usually you want to win the roulette. Well, no, not win. You don't want to win the roulette because that means you're basically giving up the paquettes for the boss fights. Luckily, the first boss is nice and easy. Just gotta use your blaster weapon. So, no worries. But that's only the first area, so now it's time for the next area, which means we have to go through another set of stages. Which, of course, as you expect, only get harder. So, let's see how long it can last. Alright, nothing good here. Careful now. From what I've heard, the sequel to Baraduke is nothing like the main game. It's effectively its own genre of a game compared to this one. I don't know. Like I said, it only came out in Japan, so the most I have to go off is of gameplay clips on YouTube. But, hey, we got first place. So let's put our name in here. Ah, come on, it's one of those games. You want to know my biggest pet peeve in an arcade game? Games that never have enough characters for the name. Look at it, it's just... it's one letter short. But, that's gonna do it for Baraduke. I would call this a hidden gem, definitely one of the more difficult arcade games out there, and who knows, maybe it would have been great when it came out in America. It was 1985, so the home market was just taking off again with the release of the NES, and effectively the competition as well. But hey, anything could have happened. Who knows, maybe it could have bombed, maybe it could have been one of the best successes in the arcades. We may never know, because it only came out in Japan. But at least it finally did come out in America in compilation ports. And for that, I will always be grateful of the Namco Museum. That's going to do it for this video. So if you guys like it, be sure to leave a like or comment below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm your friend.